Hey guys, thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to do a quick look at my smartwatch. This guy is a Michael Kors. One of the first things you'll notice is that it doesn't look like most smartwatches that you may have seen, so it looks more like a normal watch. It does run Android Wear as the operating system. I have an iPhone and they seem to play well together. So, why is this so exciting? Well, I can get quick information just at a glance, and I don't really have to do anything besides just look and maybe flick with my finger. But my watch doesn't do anything that I can't already do with my phone. So I can get push notifications that my phone is getting, and I can adjust the settings so that only the apps that I really care about are coming through to my watch. It can do fitness tracker things like counting steps, tracking workouts, things like that. This watch isn't particularly sporty, but a lot of sporty watches do use Android Wear, so that's a possibility. The watch can also hold my calendar, weather, alarms, timers, etc., all the things my phone does. If I really wanted to, I could type into a little keyboard on the screen, or I could use voice recognition to give commands. However, the watch is not really a good interactive device because it's so small and I have these big fat human fingers that just make typing very difficult. So, most of the value that I get is from consuming information. Wearables are unique in that they're training us to interact with technology in a new way. So rather than get out my computer or my phone to do something on the internet, I can kind of glance at my wrist and do something quickly and continue about my day. It's a much smaller time investment and psychological investment for me. What we're doing with these watches is we're getting lots of passive information. If you have to react to information, respond, or do something with it, then your watch is really not the way to go. But if you just need to check out the news headlines or keep an eye on your emails or look at social media updates really quickly, glance at your texts, anything like that, the watch is perfect because you don't have to have your phone out. You can just keep an eye on your watch and you can get all that information at a glance. Anything that comes to you and doesn't require immediate action is great with your watch. When it comes to responding to texts or posting to social media, it's really just not the way to go. It is technically possible to do a lot of these things on a smartwatch, but right now when we see people talking into their wrists or typing into a tiny little keyboard, they just look a little dumb. So most of us are not going to do that. We're not going to feel comfortable being out in public playing on our watches like that. So, for example, if you're at the grocery store and you get a text from your roommate that says, "Hey, can you grab some milk?" Well, one glance at your wrist and you know what you need to do, and that's great. But if you don't know what kind of milk they want or what size of milk they want, then you probably have to call them or text them with your phone because you're not going to try to do that on your tiny watch interface. So, to recap, wearables are great for gaining information, not so good for actual interaction. In order for this to change, we have to improve voice recognition quite a bit so that it's actually really easy to do things through your watch. And we have to somehow come up with a way to make talking into your wrist seem really cool. Maybe at least normal. Thank you for joining me. In my next video, we are going to look at the Amazon Alexa and talk about how that changes the way we interact with our homes and our space.